Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, praises, blessings to the Most High and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and bishops and the men on down, teach the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect, shalom to the one-third remnant, and shalom to your brothers that's teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, free sisters. Give me 1 second. All right. This is Book of Proverbs. I'm pretty sure 16. Yeah, this is Book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 17. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keep his way preserve his soul. And I'm pretty sure that word highway goes into like paths. So we was talking about paths the other day. Just want to get a definition of it. Public way, freeway. Could get the etymology for it. But even right here, a public way. A way that's openly accessible. A main road from traveling long distance, especially one that conjoins the cities and towns. So the highway, the main road of the upright, is to depart from evil. Even in conjoining paths, you got, it's two paths. The wide and broad is the gate to destruction. Destruction. The highway and the upright is the narrow path. It's to depart from evil. He that keeps his way preserve his soul. Pride go before destruction, the haughty spirit before a fall. Better is the humble of a spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoils with the proud. He that handleth the manner wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. Yeah, man, I wanted to make this lesson about, being angry. Being quick to snap on people, or being quick to react. Because I remember watching a video the other day, and the way that they, pretty much it was like a, something that could have took a man like 2-3 seconds just to sit back and be like, you know what, this is all right, just like it is what it is. Let me go my way. But in that millisecond, he snapped and ended up hurting somebody. And I was like, man, the minute of the Lord, we don't think like that, man. We don't do stuff like that. We trust in the Lord, man. That's our strong tower. That's our defender, man. The Lord is our defender. He's our shield and buckler. Book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 22. But the Lord is my defense, and my God is the rock of my refuge. You know what I'm saying? The Lord does these things for us. We're not about to sit here and fight and go back and forth for no random, you know what I'm saying, especially roadways, stuff like that, man. No, you send up a quick prayer and go your way. But Jake's so quick to get vexed and angry, So quick to think with their emotions. Probably because they don't know how to think with logic. And I grew up a lot of people that, don't think with logic. Raised by their mamas. They never really had like a male role model that was raised by his father to even teach them how to think logically and express their emotions in a different way than violence. Sometimes yes, a full mouth inviteth many stripes. Yeah, sometimes somebody need to get their ass beat. Majority of the time, no. Majority of the time, you need to walk away. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Yeah, man. Even if you are upset, don't be upset all night and day for it. Sometimes you gotta learn to let stuff go. I remember one time I felt offended by something that happened to me, and I didn't let it go for weeks. Every time I think about it, I get mad, So I prayed about it. The Spirit was like, man, you better let it go. Forgive them. Because, as much stuff you said and did in this life, to where somebody probably thought about something you and said to them for days, you would want to be forgiven for that. And that's the whole balance. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of forgiveness, man. So you can move on and grow. That's why Adonai, Yahushua Mashiach taught it so much. Stop judging. Let you be judged. Forgive. If you want to be forgiven. You can't expect, you know what I'm saying? You can't expect to be more angrier than the Lord is. You can't be more upset than him. You can't love his people more than he love them. You ain't make them. We can't. And plus, man, what was it? Anger was not given to man. What was it? Pride? Let me see. I might be mixing it up. To men made of men made of humans, men made of women. Oh, what is it? I think I might be confusing it. Yeah, it was pride. Pride was not made for men. Neither furious anger of them born of women. Yeah, thought of Lord. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. Because our anger isn't even righteous. Our righteous anger is indignation. And the only person that can have righteous anger, which is indignation, is Yahweh. And then when his son Yahushua Mashiach, them two are the only ones that can have indignation. The creator of all things is the only one that can be righteously angry or something. We can't. Our righteousness is filthy rags. Well, what can we be righteously mad about when our righteousness is a filthy rag? They that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. And that's what you're doing, man. We honoring the commandments by listening to what our power told us to do. And I'm glad I got this right here. Let's go right into it. Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I have planted a noble vine, holly, a right seed. How then thou turn into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? The Lord gave us instructions on how to operate in every situation, whether it was day-to-day life, whether it was dealing with money or cattle, livestock, women, your own brothers, your mother, your father, even dealing with him. All facets that Yahweh Shai gave us, sure commandments, and that dishonorable seed, that degenerate plant, man. And that's a lot. Worshiping other gods, doing what the heathens do. Not listening no more. Let me go get that word degenerate. Degenerate, to decline, deteriorate physically or mentally, to revert to a simpler form as a result of losing the complex or damn. You dumb yourself down. You made yourself simple. The Lord set us on high, made us a particular people. We was his portion. And now look, you want to be another guy's portion. You took yourself off the hill. You took the light off the hill and put it on the bushel. And you did that by your actions and your thoughts and your doings. Book of James, chapter 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. That's how we supposed to be. And you look at that word degenerate, this is the standard. Swift to hear, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. But becoming a degenerate by simplifying this down, every man has become slow to hear, haste to speak, and haste to wrath. It's backwards. Swift, slow, slow. Now it's slow, swift, man. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Lord. See what I'm saying? Well, we're a representation of our power on the earth, man. We're his servants. We can't afford to think hastily and be emotional all the time. Yeah, some shit pissed you off, trust me, I know. Especially, a lot of stuff. That's too much stuff to make you angry. But that's just a reminder to show you where we at. That's all. That's what I take it as. When stuff is overwhelming to me, it's just a reminder of I need to get out of here. I need to focus on what's important. I need to do what's right at all times. That I may be seen, acceptable before the eyes of Yahweh Shai Hamashah. That he may look down on me and show me mercy in an evil day. I want to be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. I want to do the best I can. Verse 21, wherefore lay upon all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your souls. Yeah, man. And meekness and anger don't go the same. Meekness and wrath ain't the same thing. You can't be meek with filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness. Can't be meek if you slow to hear, quick to speak, and quick to wrath. You can't be meek if you're a degenerate plant. Be doers of the word, not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding a natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgot what manner of man he was. But whosoever looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continue therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the word, this man shall be blessed in his deed. And that's what we're striving for. To be blessed in our deeds, to be doers and not hearers only. Because a hearer don't practice what he preach. Got a lot of niggas on block, a lot everywhere. Yeah, man, tell you, yeah, bro. Sometimes you gotta think before you do, and then end up not thinking before they do. You gotta prove, you gotta do it. Show us. Same way I gotta show what I do. I can't just tell you. I gotta show you how I do it. Because if you say something you don't do it, you're a liar. And then what is it? Now I grit off of that. Hey, lying tongue is 10 things the Lord hate. Now the judge the Lord hate. Let me go see. Lord hate a liar, man. Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. And all those things going together with being angry. Lying to shed innocent blood. You know how many times, like that homecoming shoot, blicking. You out in innocent blood. You out there shooting in a crowd of people. You don't know who's who and what's what. Just because you mad at one person. I mean, you know how much, man, so much shit happened this year, man, the last 4 months alone. All because people are slow to hear. Fast to get mad. Angry. Wrath. Lying. Being proud. It's too much, man. Anger wasn't given to us. Be patient. Now it's changed to a lower state. Make not haste in the time of trouble. And I'm going to end off right here. I just want to do something quick through the Spirit of the Lord. Lord willing, that was edifying. Till next